play, absolutely.
But David Freese, we'll see you tomorrow night with Joe Buck replicating his father's call from 1991. 2-2 now. Varsho back in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up, softly hit to short. Betts is there to make the catch. And Yamamoto able to retire Varsho on a soft pop, 2 away. Now Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who was signed in December of 2023. And he has come over here after an injury-plagued debut season where he missed 3 months due to shoulder issues. He was great this year. The pitch. And that is in for a strike. I mean, normally a guy who makes 30 starts and puts up a 2.49 ERA and a 29% strikeout rate has a good chance at the Cy Young. The 0-1 is inside. I'm going to guess Paul Skeens probably
go on a limb.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
Wow. You guys.
Be careful out on that limb. Be careful. Ball to strike now. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Kirk taking that time. Alejandro Kirk getting 254 this postseason with 5 homers. He's knocked in 13. Right hand hitting catcher back in and waits. Knees bent. The 2-1. Outside. And now the crowd coming to life as Yamamoto pushes the PitchCom button on his left hit. Right-hander. Ready to work. And here comes the 3-1. And that's in there for a strike.
He's been pitching him away most of the at-bat. 3-1 comes hard in that strike zone. Kirk was looking away.
Kirk calls time, and now he goes to work digging in the back of that right side batter's box. First the right spike, then the left, and now he's ready. Here comes a 3-2 from Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Swing and a ball popped up in the air, shallow right center field. Edman and Hernandez. It'll be Edman to make the catch. Tommy Edman making the start in center field for the first time since late September. He makes the grab. 1, 2, 3 go the Jays, and inside Rogers Center. There's no score as we go to the third. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
When it's time to scale your business, it's time for Shopify. Get everything you need to grow the way you want. Like, all the way. Stack more sales with the best converting checkout on the planet. Track your cha-chings from every channel, right in one spot. And turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities. Take your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify. Start your free trial today.
This is Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch, and Prize Pick is making sports season even more fun. On Prize Picks, whether you're a football fan, a basketball fan, or a fan of both like me, it always feels good to be right. On Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code OT to get $50 instantly in site credits after you play your first $5. That's code OT to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
With Eckrich, the official smoked sausage and deli meat of the college football playoff, it's super easy to score big flavor, even when you have no time between the laundry, your laundry list of responsibilities, and kickoff. You're still ready to go with perfectly seasoned smoked sausage you heat up and eat up. Whether it's Grandpa's famous chili dogs or your famous almost forgot the potluck deli sliders, Eckrich makes every game day taste and feel like a win. For extra delicious game days, just add Eckrich.
This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Top of the third and back here in Toronto. Game 6 of the World Series. The Blue Jays one win away from a World Series championship. Bottom third of the order for the Dodgers. Hernandez, Edman, and Rojas. No score. John Sciambi, Jessica Mendoza, Eduardo Perez, Rob Kelly, our producer, Jack Hicks, our engineer, Buster Olney with us. And Kevin Gausman will get back at it. He's got the first 5 via the strikeout. And all of them swinging. There's Kike at the plate. Gausman is ready. And the right-hander delivers. And that one a little bit low. Ball 1, no strikes on Kike. Playing tonight in his 102nd career postseason game. The 1-0. That's in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
World Series number 28 for Kike.
You said he just passed your dad.
Just passed my dad.
1-1 to count. Gausman kicks, fires. Swing and a miss. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Almost two completely different splitters. The one prior to that, I mean, it was middle, a more hittable splitter, if there is that, from Kevin Gausman. The last one, the dirty one, breaks way down below the zone.
Nobody on, nobody out. Hernandez digs back in the box. 1-2. Gausman sets. The kick, the pitch in the dirt. Blue Jays with a really good defense. Clement at third. Jimenez at short. Bo Bichette playing at second base. And Guerrero over there at first. Vladimir Guerrero, very solid defender over there. He's won a Gold Glove. The 2-2. Outside corner, got him looking. And Gausman strikes out Hernandez. And the strikeout run continues as he has struck out 6 of the first 7.
And Kike not too happy with that one. A pitch that was called the ball earlier by Hamari. This time gets the benefit of the doubt, just a little bit out of the quadrant. But again, Gausman, because he's attacking the zone so much, gets that call.
There's Tommy Edman now. And the pitch. Swing and a line drive over the leaping Guerrero and down the right field line into the corner. Over there to dig it out is Barger. Edman cruises into second. And Tommy Edman has it double. So with 1 out, a man in scoring position as Edman ripped that.
Got a first pitch fastball, too, and this is a rarity. I mean, Kevin Gausman really going with the splitter early in the count, then you see the fastball later. But Tommy Edman sitting fastball, gets it, drives it down the line. Lead off, 1 out double.
By the way, that hit for the Blue Jays, they have now changed to an error. Thank you. First one to Miguel Rojas. He chases a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Kevin Gausman here with 1 out in the 3rd inning has 14 swings and misses. The 0-1. And that is low. Savage set the pitch tracking record. They haven't been keeping track of that type of stuff that long, only since 2008. But he set the World Series record with, 23?
29. 23 just on the splitter.
The 1-1. It's fouled straight back. And it's 1-2.
Oh, and that's the thing. Tonight, 12 swings and misses have come off the splitter. That's how good it's been for Kevin Gausman.
Edman at second. The 1-2. And Rojas able to lay off. Miguel Rojas getting the start at second base. Effectively, he is playing in place of Andy Pages. Even though he's playing second, that's not where Pages plays. Instead, Edman goes from second to center. Pages 4 for 50 in the playoffs. The 2-2. In there, got him looking. And he surprised him with a four-seam fastball.
That's 2 in this inning that aren't strikes, called for strike 3. We saw it. Kike Hernandez with the slider off the plate. This is a fastball just below the zone. Miguel Rojas with a great eye takes that pitch, but it's called strike 3.
Give a lot of credit to Alejandro Kirk right now being able to frame it.
All right, so they just intentionally walked Shohei Ohtani.
I don't like this play right here. You're rotating and you're turning the lineup over. You're giving another time that Shohei Ohtani's at bat or any others could come up. It's a tie game, 2 outs. I give Kevin Gausman, with the stuff that he has tonight, an opportunity against the left-handed hitting Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Will Smith now. The pitch. And that is outside. It misses for a ball.
And this is one of the big reasons why Will Smith is now hitting in the 2 spot. Because he's been swinging the bat really well and Mookie Betts is not. Just in case they were to walk Shohei Ohtani, they wanted him at the plate.
Ball and no strikes to count. The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted down the left field line towards the corner. That one is fair into the corner. In to score is Edman. Ohtani will stop at third, and Will Smith delivers. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0.
Look, bottom line is, I get Shohei Ohtani as a great hitter, but he looked foolish the first time up. Chased out of the zone, and you're giving an opportunity to Will Smith, who has swung a very good bat. Oh, by the way, reverse splits for Kevin Gausman as well. Advantage right-handed hitter. Second time around.
Here's Freeman now. Second and third, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a foul straight back.
How about Will Smith's adjustment, though, from his first plate appearance of that one? Hit the pitch he ended up striking out on. That was a splitter below the zone. He went down and got underneath it to hit a double off the wall.
So Smith delivering with a man in scoring position. 1-0 LA. Here's the pitch. And that is in the dirt.
And lost in all of this is the great job that Nathan Lucas did in left field of being able to get that ball in a hurry, because with 2 outs, with the speed of Ohtani at first base, you would think that he would easily score, yet he was able to get it in quickly to the cutoff man in the infield.
Yeah, the clock in my head anticipated that they were going to send him. But Dino Ebel held him up. Ball to strike. Here's the pitch. And that one misses inside. A fastball at 96. And the count 2-1. I think it's going to be interesting to see what John Schneider does tonight, the rest of the night, and tomorrow, if there is a tomorrow, as it relates to Ohtani. The 2-1 is in the dirt, just simply for this reason. I think that the longer you go with it, with this Dodger team, giving them extra base runners as a plan is not a good idea.
None whatsoever.
They just have too many good hitters. Right now, they're not all hitting all that well. 3-1. Here's the pitch. And that is outside and low for ball 4. Freeman will take his base. And now the bases will be loaded and an opportunity for Mookie Betts. But first, Pete Walker, the pitching coach, will go to the mound. So Freeman takes the free pass.
You remember Bad News Bears when they went to the Astrodome, and it was Bob Watson that said, let the kids play.
Let them play.
Let them play.
Yeah.
You have to let them play. You have to let Kevin Gausman be able to use that nasty splitter that he has. I mean, Jess, you were even saying all the swings and misses that he was getting with that pitch. You have to trust your number one in a 0-0 game in the top of the third.
Everyone in this order, out of every single Dodger hitter, Shohei Ohtani will chase more than anybody else. So if anything, throw the splitter for a ball and see if he chases.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Betts with a golden opportunity. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Dodgers have taken a 1-0 lead out of Will Smith, RBI double. Betts 0 for 1. He's grounded to third. Gausman out of the stretch with the bases full. Fires. And that's outside and low.
The one thing that Mookie Betts does do, even if he's not swinging a good bat, he has a great eye. And second time around, he's already seen the shape of that split. He's already seen it. Let's see how he adjusts here.
1-0. Gausman kicks, fires. And that's in for a strike. Betts, who has struggled this World Series, 3 for 24. He's got Ohtani at third, Smith at second, Freeman at first. A 1-1. Swing and a miss. And that time a fastball upstairs, and Mookie couldn't catch up.
94 looked 99, Boog, and the reason is a whole lot of splitters, a whole lot of sliders downstairs, and he comes up, elevates with the fastball.
Betts digs back in, slightly open stance. Bases full, 2 outs, a 1-2. Swing and a pop foul out of play off to the right, and Betts able to stay alive.
Kevin Gausman going from 94 to 97 to try to get this out. Knows how important it is early on here.
So again, they're all loaded up, 2 down. Gausman, the 1-2. Swing and a line drive, base hit left field. Ohtani in to score. Smith on his heels. Throw to the plate, too late. Will Smith is in. Mookie Betts comes through, and the Dodgers have jumped out to a 3-0 lead.
He went fastball again. That's 3 straight fastballs. We've seen that splitter and the slider work so well. But Kevin Gausman sticking with the heater even after Mookie Betts fouled off 97 at the chin. Comes back 97, 96 top of the zone. He pokes it through that 5-6 hole.
So Betts comes through, and for Mookie, that has to feel great after really struggling in the Fall Classic so far. And as he went back to first, kind of a little bit of a golf clap for himself. Here's the pitch. And Teoscar Hernandez checks the swing and fouls one off. You know, they just showed the replay. I've never seen what just happened. Ohtani, after scoring, was letting Will Smith know. He planted himself and said, get down, get down. But Kevin Gausman was in the same area trying to back up, and it was like they were boxing each other out.
Yeah, I thought it was a basketball game going on right there. I was going to call 3-second violation.
2 on, 2 out. Betts delivering a 2-run single. Dodgers lead 3-0. Hernandez swings and misses. And the count 0-2. Eduardo, just for the record, I do believe it was Bob Watson who said, hey, man, let the kids play. But I think he got a little help from Cesar Cedeno.
Oh, CC.
He came on and said, let them play. So.
Number 28.
There you go.
Houston Astro, great.
Bad News Bears breaking training. Stay for the movie references. Why don't you? 2 outs, 2 aboard. 0-2 on Hernandez. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8 for Kevin Gausman, but the Dodgers strike first. They get an RBI double from Will Smith and then a 2-run single from Mookie Betts. We're midway in inning number 3. And it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 0. You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code HIGHLIGHTS. That's promo code HIGHLIGHTS. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's Time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
2nd and 8. Lawrence steps through. Wants to go. Touchdown Jaguars.
Trevor Lawrence leads the Jacksonville Jaguars to Las Vegas, where they'll face Geno Smith and the Raiders.
Looking, scrambling to the left side, runs it himself right in for a touchdown, Geno Smith.
The Jaguars at the Raiders. Coverage begins Sunday at 4 Eastern on ESPN Radio. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Bottom of the 3rd, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto has been staked to a 3-0 lead. Right here, we're going to pause 10 seconds for station ID. You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Dodgers lead it 3-0 in the bottom of the 3rd, and the first offering to Addison Barger misses down low. Barger, left-hand bat. The 1-0. That's in for a strike. He had the pinch hit grand slam in game 1. He's 8 for 17 in this World Series. The pitch. Check swing, called strike. Jason Stark had the great note. It was the 1,642nd pinch hit appearance in World Series history and the first ever pinch hit grand slam in a fall classic. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a grounder foul of first. And Mark Budzinski, first base coach, go pick it up. His roommate in college is here tonight, the former big leaguer Sean Casey. The 1-2. Swing and a liner the other way. Fair ball down the third baseline, and then that kicks off the sidewall. Hernandez going to pick it up. Barger into second. He's got a double. We've seen him do that a couple of times where he's gotten beat on a pitch and then slaps it the opposite way. This time it turns into a double, and the leadoff man in scoring position.
I mean, you're right, Boo. We've seen him do it a couple times. This ball was almost caught by Will Smith back there. He pulled it almost right out of his mitt up. Was able to, as a matter of fact, when he hit it, he looked up. He didn't even know that he had kept it fair. Thought it was a foul ball.
So now it's Ernie Clement. Clement at the plate. The first offering in for a strike. Man at second, nobody out. Bottom of the 3rd here in game 6. Dodgers lead at 3-0. Yamamoto fires. And a little tapper foul. My favorite story so far in these playoffs, uncovered by Tim Kirkjian. And I've talked to Ernie Clement about it a couple of times, but Ernie Clement last year broke his glove, his infielder's glove, and he got the glove he is using now on eBay. He got 2 gloves. He said one of them was no good. The 1-2 cut on and missed, struck him out. The other he got from a woman in Japan. And he said he wanted to send her a message to say, hey, I'm in the World Series, but she has since deleted her eBay account. And now Ernie's down on strikes, 1 away. And here is Andres Jimenez. Barger at second. Dodgers 3, Blue Jays nothing. And the pitch, that's a little high. Jimenez 3 for 19 in the World Series. In the playoffs, 228 with a couple of homers. Yamamoto out of the stretch. Kicks, fires. And that's in the dirt. Clayton Kershaw talks about Yoshinobu Yamamoto's mechanics, and he says they are pristine. He is not a big guy. He goes 5'10", about 170 pounds. Here's a 2-0. Swing and a miss. And now 2-1.
Went with a splitter on that one. Not giving in at all is Yamamoto.
And this run of great pitching didn't just start 2 starts ago. You could take it back his last 9 starts into the regular season. The pitch. Up and in. His last 9 starts, including the postseason, he has a 1.15 ERA. A 30% strikeout rate. And get this, in 62 2/3 innings, he's given up 28 hits. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And now 3-2.
Same as the 2-0. 3-1 went with the splitter. Now the big question that Jimenez, as he backs out of the plate and asks for time, will he go with the splitter again? A pitch that he swung and missed already twice in this at bat. Or does he try to surprise me with the fastball? That's what's going on in his mind right now.
3-2. Yamamoto ready. And delivers. Swing and a one-hopper. Over to the right side. Rojas up with it. Over to first. And out at first is Jimenez. A line drive one-hop that Miguel Rojas was able to collect. And on the play, Barger down to third. And there are 2 outs.
Miggy is so special over there. In any position, put him in the infield. He saw it. He got down to the level of the ball, took a step back, and was able to make a hard and difficult play look very easy.
103.5 miles an hour. That ball was smoked.
There's George Springer now. Man at third, 2 outs. The pitch. And that is inside. Springer started to swing, then stopped. And then you can see him spin out and grimace. A ball and no strikes. Springer at the plate. And a pitch. And that is low. Springer going with that high sock look. So he's got those navy socks and his pants cut right above his knees. He accents things very nicely with Kelly green spikes and Kelly green batting gloves. And he says it's an homage to the Hartford Whalers. He was a huge hockey fan, a huge Whalers fan growing up in Connecticut. The 2-0, a check swing, appeal to first, didn't go.
You could hear George Springer yell. That was him in the microphone yelling after that check swing. And Eddie, you said it hurts more on takes than it does swings.
I tore my rib cage on a take just like that.
Wow.
Where you have to just hold and use that midsection, the oblique area.
Springer back in. Here's a 3-0. Swing and a ball drilled out towards right center field. And a touchdown for a hit. Barger in to score. Springer into first. That's an RBI single. George Springer, he's seeing stars. He's in so much pain. But he comes up with the RBI hit, and the Jays are on the board. Wow.
How about the 3-0 count? Him just looking for something hard. He gets a cutter outside, and this is actually something just for him to meet this. Does not take a lot of that side that's in pain, but oh my goodness, George Springer in the pain that he's in to get the Jays on the board.
I am surprised, and I think Yamamoto was as well. 3-0 that he was swinging down 3-0.
Here's Lucas now. Man at first, 3-1 game. Dodgers on top. And Lucas fouls one away.
It's a great response for the Blue Jays, even if they gave up 3 in the top half, to come back and at least get 1 with the possibility of getting more in the bottom half.
Lucas back in the 0-1. Swing and a fly ball left field. Backing up, Kike Hernandez. Back some more. 1 foot onto the track, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. George Springer back in the lineup for the first time since Game 3. And he delivers with an RBI single. The Jays are on the board. We head to the 4th. Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and ESPN app.
This is Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch, and Prize Pick is making sports season even more fun. On Prize Picks, whether you're a football fan, a basketball fan, or a fan of both like me, it always feels good to be right. On Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code OT to get $50 instantly in site credits after you play your first $5. That's code OT to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
I'm Kiana, and I leveled up my business with Shopify. Once I figured out that Shopify was a thing, I never turned back. I can create a site with my eyes closed. Shopify thinks ahead of us, and it thinks about the customer more than anything. Every day I'm thinking about some other new business, but Shopify is doing it to me because it's so easy to use. It's like I can't stop. I'm addicted.
Start your free trial at Shopify.com.
Jim Basketball in our Baseball Tonight studios with our trivia question brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Trey Savage set the rookie World Series record with 12 strikeouts in Game 5. He's the 11th different pitcher with 12-plus Ks in a World Series game. It's only happened once prior in the last 50 years. Question is, by which pitcher? Again, trivia brought to you by Dr. Pepper. It's not the college football season without the delicious taste of an ice-cold Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve. Doug Glanville, Kevin Gausman was cruising along through 2 frames. Dodgers got to him in the 3rd inning. What did you like about their approach there?
Well, they finally jumped on the fastball. Great adjustment by Will Smith because he got a splitter and put a good swing on it, which nobody had been able to really do. So they stuck to that plan. Betts got a pitch he can handle. Kind of a mistake by Gausman, but he was able to, square it up, and that's something he hadn't been doing.
Fastball to Betts, the split finger to Smith, who got the knock off that split finger pitch. Meantime, 3-1 Dodgers on to the 4th. Speaking of Mookie Betts, more on him from Buster Olney.
Yeah, Jim, before the game I asked Dave Roberts, do you think Mookie can just turn it around in one game, in one moment? He said absolutely, and he cited some examples in which that had happened. And we got to remember, Mookie Betts has been a pretty good player, 8-time All-Star, 7 times top 10 finisher for MVP award, 2000 MVP winner, someone who's played in 1,621 games, Boog.
Yeah, he's a brilliant player, and obviously it has not gone well for him in this World Series up till that at bat. A big swing, and he knocks in 2 as we go to the 4th. Kevin Gausman has struck out 8 through 3, but he's given up those 3 runs. 3-1 Dodgers as we head to the 4th, and here's Max Muncy. Gausman delivers. Swing and a miss. And remember, in Game 2, we talked about the 7th inning and Will Smith hitting the homer, but Max Muncy took him deep as well. Gausman comes set. Right-hander. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball to the left side. Clement reaching down. Fields it. Flips to first in time. And Muncy is out. With that glove for Ernie Clement, he's got to wear a batting glove underneath because there's no padding in that mitt.
I think is almost done. He's going to have to go back on eBay.
No question.
He's gotten restrung.
I was like, well, what do you put in the search engine? And he said, used broken-in Mizuno infielder's mitt. And a lady in Japan says, I got you. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball popped up right side. Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero. It'll be Bo Bichette to make the catch on the outfield turf, and there's 2 away.
I don't know, but I think a lot of players in the Nippon Professional Baseball League have to have a lot of those used Mizuno infield mitts. I say get a friend out there.
Yeah, phone a friend. 2 down. There's Tommy Edman. Edman with 1 out in the 3rd, doubled. After Rojas struck out, Ohtani was intentionally passed, and then Smith knocked in a run with a double. Freeman walked, and Betts knocked in 2 with a single. And here we are, 3-1. George Springer accounting for the Jays' run with an RBI single. Edman, switch hitter, batting left. Here's the pitch. And that one is in for a strike.
That's Tommy Edman understanding baseball right there. That was a take ever since he was walking to the plate. Yamamoto just had a 20-pitch inning, high-stress inning. He wants to give his pitcher just a little bit more time on that bench.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's outside. There's an interesting piece on Baseball Savant just talking about Edman and the choice against Yasavage to hit right-handed, but against Gausman, he hits left-handed, despite the fact that it is a similar repertoire. The 1-1 is cut on and missed. But the biggest thing is the arm slot. You're talking about an angle from Yasavage above 60 degrees, and Gausman's in the 30s. It's more down on the side and much harder for a right-handed bat. Crowd on its feet. They want the strikeout. 1-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Edman in the dirt. Pitch number 66 from Kevin Gausman. The 2-2. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. It's amazing watching Gausman. He gets the ball back. He does the same thing every time. He gets the ball, he licks his hand, he flips the ball in the air, he touches his cap, then he stretches his arms up in the air, and then gets on top of the rubber. The 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up, left side. Clement there on the dirt. He's got it. And a 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Pop-ups have been a big issue for LA offensively so far in this World Series. We're midway in the fourth. It's 3-1. Dodgers leading the Jays. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and ESPN app.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. It's an NFC North showdown in the Motor City.
The amount of pressure on this young man right now, I don't know if there's any quarterback with more pressure on his shoulders, and for the pressure to deliver for that front office and that coaching staff for the decisions they made. I think he's walking in with the weight of the world on him.
J.J. McCarthy returns for the Vikings when they face Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
27 yards, Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Coverage begins Sunday at noon Eastern with kickoff at 1 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
The playoff push continues with the SEC on ABC all day Saturday.
You better come prepared every single week.
Catch another action-packed slate featuring top 20 teams like Georgia, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Texas. All building up to a primetime battle in Knoxville.
Another wild, unpredictable, and very compelling day.
That's the only backup plan you need.
SEC All Day presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts. Saturday beginning at noon Eastern. Also streaming on the ESPN app.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
October baseball is here, which means the MLB stage is bigger, the lights brighter, and your style, it's gotta rise with it. From fresh jerseys and iconic caps to hoodies, jackets, and must-have accessories, every postseason fit tells a story because October baseball isn't just play, it's what you live, it's what you wear, it's showing off and showing out. So this October, go big, go bold. Rep your squad's postseason moment at MLBshop.com. MLB trademarks used with permission.
This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Well, if necessary, we remind you to join us. Game 7 of the World Series, Dodgers and the Jays, presented by Capital One. It'll come your way tomorrow night, 7 Eastern on Fox, and right here on ESPN Radio. Yoshinobu Yamamoto back at it. And we'll face Guerrero, Bichette, and Varsho here in the fourth. Dodgers 3 and the Jays 1. First offering to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from Yamamoto. They had a strike on the outside corner. A little cutter that finds the edge. Guerrero now at 26 years old. The 0-1. That's in tight, and it missed. A ball to strike. He debuted in 2019 as a 20-year-old. Right-hand hitter, climbs back in the box. Yamamoto, a 1-1. Swing and a miss. In the outfield defensively, left to right, Hernandez, Edman, and Hernandez. Tommy Edman actually shaded a touch towards right center. Yamamoto, the 1-2. In there, got him looking. Guerrero didn't like the call. Adam Hammery said, yeah, that's a strike. And K-Zone says Adam Hammery was right.
And Vladdy's going to go back to that dugout, still upset until he sees the action and where that pitch landed. And I guarantee you he'll come back to that box and he'll let Adam Hammery know the last time he was wrong, meaning Guerrero was wrong.
Here's the pitch, and Bichette swings and misses. That was the curveball, and it's 0-1.
One of the first times we've seen the curveball. This is where Yamamoto's so unpredictable. We forget 6 pitches. Now second time through the order, trying to mix it up a little bit different.
Bichette climbs back in, the 0-1. And that's down low. Bo Bichette injured that knee September 6th at Yankee Stadium. Collision with Austin Wells. He'll be a free agent at the end of the year. The 1-1. Swing and a line drive curling down the left side. Fair ball into the left field corner. Picking it up, though, as Hernandez quickly fires it in and holds Bichette to a single.
This is impressive hitting. I mean, we talk about it. It's the series of the splitter, but how hard this pitch has been to hit. Bo Bichette just does a beautiful job. A big reason why he's had the numbers this year is a splitter down below the zone, goes down to get it, drives it into left field. Impressive hitting.
Here's Dalton Varsho now. And a pitch. Swing and a bouncer foul first base side. Dalton Varsho named, of course, for Darren Dalton, who was part of the Phillies team that lost to the Blue Jays in 1993. The 0-1. And that's low. His dad, Gary, a former big leaguer. And Varsho himself, Dalton that is, a former catcher. In fact, most thought that was going to end up being his position. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He last caught in 2022. He made 18 starts at catcher. Dealt with some concussion issues. It's still, to me, pretty incredible. Talk about Mookie Betts and the shift playing Gold Glove caliber defense in right and then Gold Glove caliber defense at short. How about going from catcher to being elite in center, Gold Glove level in center? 1-2 now. The pitch. Swing and a bouncer to the right side. Rojas up with it to second for 1. Betts the first, and that's 2. Mookie Betts with a nice turn. Good stretch by Freeman. 4-6-3, and that ends the inning. We'll go to the 5th here in Toronto, and from Rogers Center, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code HIGHLIGHTS. That's promo code HIGHLIGHTS. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
With Eckrich, the official smoked sausage and deli meat of the college football playoff, it's super easy to score big flavor, even when you have no time between the laundry, your laundry list of responsibilities, and kickoff. You're still ready to go with perfectly seasoned smoked sausage you heat up and eat up. Whether it's Grandpa's famous chili dogs or your famous almost forgot the potluck deli sliders, Eckrich makes every game day taste and feel like a win. For extra delicious game days, just add Eckrich.
Your business is HVAC. You want to grow that business while providing the very best in service. Instead, you're struggling under a pile of administrative tasks. Service Titan is here to help. With our all-in-one solution for the trades, we've made managing all of your business needs, from scheduling to invoicing, easier than ever. Service Titan, giving you the time and the tools you need to keep your company running smoothly. Learn how Service Titan helps manage your business at servicetitan.com.
You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Top half of inning number 5. It's game 6, and the Dodgers lead the Jays 3-1. John Chambi, Jessica Mendoza, Eduardo Perez. And it'll be Miguel Rojas, Shohei Ohtani, and Will Smith. As the Dodgers come up to hit, got 3 runs in the third. And that's the inning they did the damage. In the first, the second, and the fourth, Gausman's gotten them in order. So the right-hander back to work here. He's at 68 pitches, and Miguel Rojas getting a rare postseason start. Just 3 for 10 in the playoffs coming into tonight. So now 3 for 11 after striking out. Gausman delivers. And that one misses for a ball. Miguel Rojas at 36 years old. And a guy that hopes one day to be a manager. The 1-0. In there for a strike.
He had a moment boog after game 5, Dodger Stadium, after the game was over. He was the last one in the dugout. He was captured by MLB, just looking around, really taking it in. It's kind of how Miggy has taken this whole season.
Ball to strike. And the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, right field. Barger towards the line, under it, makes the catch. And Rojas is out, and here comes Shohei Ohtani. So Ohtani climbs in, greeted by the boos. And now Gausman on top of the mound. Dodgers lead at 3-1. We're in the 5th. Right-hander deals. And that one in for a strike. We went with the fastball at 95. Ohtani has struck out and reached on an intentional walk. Oh, 1 to count. The pitch. Outside, a little bit low. Kirk did a good job trying to present that one to Adam Hammery. Alejandro Kirk, an outstanding framer back there. Infield plays Ohtani to pull. So does the outfield. They're deep. The 1-1. And that's a strike. And the count 1-2.
Staying down with that splitter. Ohtani looks like he was looking at a different location, probably in. Did not swing at the last 2.
Shohei climbs back in left side. Gausman has the sign. 1-2. The pitch. Outside and low. Ohtani, 55 homers this year, 109 the last 2 years combined. 8 homers in these playoffs. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line. Towards the corner, towards the stands, and it slices foul and out of play.
That was the splitter down. How they got him in his first at bat was actually the splitter out, away, getting him to chase. Kevin Gausman is yet to throw him the splitter down below the zone, but away. Something that Shohei chased twice his first at bat.
Ohtani digs back in and waits. 2-2. Gausman is ready. Right-hander at the belt with that bright red glove. Kicks, fires. That's low. And now the count is 3-2. Dodgers leading it 3-1. We're in the top half of the fifth. It's game 6. Each side with 3 hits. Dodgers with the game's only error. 3-2 pitch. That's foul at the plate, and they'll do it again. And that got Ohtani on the leg, on the shin. He does wear the undercover shin guard underneath the right pant leg, a la Eduardo Perez.
But he does it on the road. At home, it's over the pant leg.
Because it's white.
I hadn't noticed that. Interesting. Is that interesting? I don't know. But yeah. 3-2. Here we go. Gausman dumps, set, fires. Bounces foul, first base side.
Shohei has some fashion. The white blends with the pants at home.
How about getting some gray ones? I think Shohei Ohtani can.
He might have a
probably be able to get
right?
his hands on a gray.
Not on eBay.
A gray shin guard. On eBay, maybe.
There might be an older woman in Japan.
Yes.
Who sells Mizuno gloves.
Dodgers lead 3-1. 1 out, base is empty. 3-2. Swing and a ground to first. Guerrero gloves it. Sprints to first. Steps on the bag. Ohtani is out. 3 unassisted. Yeah, there's 2 away. Yeah, the batter now will be Will Smith. Smith, an RBI double and a run scored his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Dodgers lead at 3-1. We're in the top of the 5th. Gausman ready. Kicks, fires. Outside and low.
And he missed a spot there in the quadrant. On replay, it looked like a strike. It was inside the quadrant. Yet because Kirk was set up inside, did not get the call.
1-0 on Will Smith. Here's the pitch. Yeah, that's outside. Gausman coming in during this 25 postseason, a 2.55 ERA, 5 appearances, 4 starts, 24 2/3 innings. Smith back in. 2-0 on the way. Swing and a line drive out towards left center field. Out there to make the catch is Lucas. And Smith is out. 1, 2, 3. Go the Dodgers. We're midway through here in the 5th. And it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. It's game 6, and this is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
This is Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch, and Prize Pick is making sports season even more fun. On Prize Picks, whether you're a football fan, a basketball fan, or a fan of both like me, it always feels good to be right. On Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code OT to get $50 instantly in site credits after you play your first $5. That's code OT to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
College Football Saturday on ESPN Radio. The rivalry returns.
Get ready for this big Georgia-Florida game. Excited again to go to Jacksonville and play in an awesome venue. It's very unique to have the neutral site and have a split crowd.
It's the Florida-Georgia game in Jacksonville. Number 5 Georgia versus Florida. Coverage begins tomorrow at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ABC.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app and link your ESPN Bet and ESPN accounts to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Bottom of the fifth here in Toronto from Rogers Center. Happy Halloween. And here in Game 6, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. Dodgers trying to force a Game 7. The Blue Jays trying to secure their third World Series title. It'll be Kirk, Barger, and Clement. Kirk, right-handed hitter. And Yamamoto delivers. And that's in for a strike. Kirk popped to shallow center his first time. Each side with 3 hits. Dodgers the game's only error. It's 3-1 LA. And time called as Kirk steps out. Here comes the 0-1. And that one missed low.
Yamamoto in his last outing against Toronto threw 4 innings, threw 52 pitches. Started this inning with 58.
The 1-1 on the way. Swing and a bouncer, foul of third. Carlos Fabulous will let it go.
Remember, Yamamoto had that first inning that he struggled. 23 pitches in that first inning in Game 2. This is going to be a game he's not going to go very far.
The 1-2, a curveball fouled off the foot of Kirk. And the count remains a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't think there's a pitch count for Yamamoto right now. I really don't. He's their best option out of anyone in that bullpen, even with maybe 120 pitches in him.
He's gone 110 pitches this postseason or more twice. Just not something we see very much anymore. Here comes a 1-2. A little bit low, a little bit outside. That was a curve.
Well, his best inning was the 9th. It was his most efficient inning. Struck out the first 2 batters.
Kirk back in. Yamamoto. And a 2-2 on the way. Fouled off. That's to the right and down the line.
And let's not forget, it's the last time he'll pitch this year, too, so he's got a lot of time to rest up.
He did warm up in the 18th inning of Game 3. The 2-2. Swing and a fly ball foul down the right side and out of play. I guess the NHK cameras caught Yamamoto going over to Dave Roberts with Will Ireton, the translator, going over to Dave Roberts and Mark Pryor late in that game to say, hey, I'll do it. And Pryor informed Roberts. Dave wasn't so game, at least initially. Next pitch fouled off. But ultimately, Yamamoto was out in the pen. If it had gone to 19, he was coming in. And when Freeman hit the homer, after the celebration slowed down a little bit, Ohtani started to sprint out to left field and greeted Yamamoto, who came sprinting in. The 2-2, check swing, went too far, struck him out. Yamamoto gets Kirk, and there's one away.
Yamamoto did not want to throw the splitter at all in this at-bat against Alejandro Kirk. Did not want to throw it. He threw everything else until he said, okay, enough. You've seen 8 pitches. The 9th is going to be a splitter. I'm going to deal with somebody else. That's it.
So 1 down, and here's Addison Barger. Here's the pitch. That's outside and low. Barger, a double and a run scored his first time. Dodgers lead at 3-1. We're in the last of the 5th. Base is clear. The 1-0. Outside. 4-seamer at 97 from Yamamoto. The 2-0. And that's in for a strike. So I was looking, Yamamoto's last 3 years pitching in Japan for Oryx, what his ERAs were. The 2-1. outside. In 2021 in Japan, 139. In 22, 168. In 23, 1.16. Here comes a 3-1. Right through there for a strike, and now it's 3-2. Addison Barger mentioned hitting that grand slam after sleeping on Davis Snyder's couch the night before Game 1 here in Rogers Center, the Marriott, and they had a field view. The 3-2. Outside corner, got him looking. Barger didn't like it. It is strikeout number 5.
He went almost all fastballs this entire at-bat, but he threw the fastball all over the zone from inside, outside. This last one down at the knees, maybe barely clipping the bottom of the zone.
Barger didn't like the call. There's 2 away, and here is Ernie Clement. 3-1 LA, bottom 5. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to short. Betts to his left, off the edge of his glove. Clement will be safe as it trickles out into shallow center field. It'll be a base hit. And Ernie Clement is aboard.
Yeah, Mookie not too happy with himself. He thought he should have made this play. Hits him right on the heel, the thumb area of the glove. And it's a play that if he would have made, it would have been close because Clement can get down the line.
I think this was a base hit off the bat just because of where he hit the ball.
2 outs, man at first. Here's Jimenez, the pitch. Left-hand batter drills one to center. Edman back and to his right and makes the catch. Tommy Edman got a good jump, hauls in that fly ball off the bat of Andres Jimenez. And the Blue Jays leave him in. No runs, a hit, and 1 man left. End of 5 here in Game 6. Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
The Rich Eisen Show.
If you're going to rule forward progress is stopped on somebody who has clearly fumbled the ball during the tush push, then it's truly an unstoppable play because the number of times you could call Jalen Hurts stopped on forward progress, I'd lose track. It's just not fun to watch, and if they can't officiate it, then you got to just get rid of it.
The Rich Eisen Show from noon to 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus. Earlier on Clinton and Friends.
Jason in Indianapolis.
Clinton, man, you're a great dude. Literally, when Greeny left, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get my Hembo trivia. Who's this Clinton dude? But, man, you're awesome, dude, and I really appreciate you being on the radio, man. Great hearing you, man.
Devin, cut it up for the promo right now. 11:14 in the morning. Get it done. Jason in Indianapolis. Tremendous phone call.
Clinton and Friends. Weekdays from 10 to noon Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Tailgate season is on, and Monster Energy flavors are bringing the heat. Crack open the wickedly creamy citrus blast of Orange Dreamsicle, or ride the shockingly smooth wave of Electric Blue. Both packed with real sugar, bold flavor, and that legendary Monster kick. This is the energy your game day deserves. So grab your can and unleash the beast.
This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
We go to the top of the 6th, and here in Toronto, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1 in Game 6. Dodgers trying to force a Game 7. The Fox broadcast showing Dan Shulman and Ben Shulman, his son, Dan, getting to broadcast the games on television throughout Canada on Sportsnet. For Ben Shulman, He is the Blue Jays radio voice, and he is excellent, by the way, but pretty cool that father and son get to share this experience of the World Series together.
So that's what Dan looked like with hair.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. I'm telling him he said that. Here's the pitch. And that is in for a strike. I'll give Ben credit. I've gotten to know Ben a little bit, and it's been fun. He is funny and quick. Freeman waits, and the next pitch popped up. Shortstop Jimenez drifting out under it and makes the catch. And when I saw him the other day, I greeted him and I said, "Hi, Benny." I said, "You're a handsome man." He said, "Hey, you put hair in us, we're not so bad." We love you, Dan Shulman. All right, so 1 out, base is clear, and here's Mookie Betts, who's 1 for 2 with a 2-run single. 3-1 Dodgers, top 6. The pitch, and that's in for a strike. I asked Dave Roberts pregame, do you think Mookie feels anxiety about the way he's been hitting? And he said, yeah, absolutely. The 0-1 is outside and low. What's funny is that I asked Mookie prior to the playoffs last year, do you feel pressure based on what you've done in the playoffs or hadn't done? And he said, yeah, I do. So it's been a thing for him. The 1-1. Swing and a little roller. Foul at the plate. And now 1-2.
You just watch him when we're down in the clubhouse, and you can see him buzzing around, literally going from the cages, meeting with Robert Van Scoyoc, their hitting coach, buzzing back. I mean, he does not rest for a second.
Yeah.
Stressed to try to work on this swing.
Right-hand hitter back in, awaiting a 1-2 from Gausman. The pitch. Swing and a roller up the middle. Charging is Bichette. Fields fires on the move and gets Mookie Betts. And there's 2 away.
So the last 2 hitters, Freddie Freeman from the left side, Mookie obviously from the right side, both of them getting jammed. You look at Gausman being able to control exit velocity and keep the ball away from the barrel twice so far in this inning. Good job.
It makes sense to get jammed on the fastball, but Mookie got jammed on the splitter.
That's how much that action's coming in.
There's Teoscar Hernandez now, the pitch. And that's in for a strike. Teoscar 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Gausman has struck out 8. Dodgers 3, Blue Jays 1. We're in the 6th, 2 away. The pitch. Outside low. Pitch count climbing for Gausman. He's at 91. Yamamoto at 75. Ball to strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
It's rare when you can get Teoscar Hernandez to look foolish on a fastball. That's exactly what he did right there on a pitch up and in.
There is activity in the Blue Jays bullpen. Care to guess? If you had Lewis Varland, you're right. The 1-2 is outside and low.
I was talking to him before the game, Lewis Varland, and he said, I just wish the phone wasn't one way. I want to call the dugout so many times and say, put me in now. The phone doesn't work that way.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. Top 6. The pitch. Swing and a grounder to short. Jimenez in and to his left field. Fires a strike to Guerrero. And a 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We're midway in the 6th. And it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
This is Freddie and Harry.
So, Eric, what's number 3 on your list of what says fall to you?
I got to go with the homecoming. Something like a homecoming when you're going to go to the step shows, you're hanging out and play at the plot next to the frats.
Wait a damn minute. Hold
The
up.
Deltas and the AKA.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go, E-Dog. You just became my hero.
Boy, I knew chocolate was a part of his life. I knew it. I knew it.
Check out more from Freddie and Harry weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
This is going to be a very expensive hiring cycle because I don't know that there are enough high-profile coaches that fit the mold of what those universities are looking for. When I say those universities, I'm talking about Penn State. I'm talking about Florida. And now we're talking about LSU. There's only one Lane Kiffin. He can't be the guy for all of those job vacancies.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
Every Saturday morning, ACC Huddle is coming to you live from the marquee matchup of the week. Join the Huddle team as they count down to kickoff with in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and everything you need to know about ACC football.
This guy is elite. He's going to be a valuable asset to an NFL team.
ACC Huddle, Saturdays from 10 a.m. to noon Eastern on ACC Network and streaming live on the ESPN app.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. It's an NFC North showdown in the Motor City.
The amount of pressure on this young man right now, I don't know if there's any quarterback with more pressure on his shoulders and for the pressure to deliver for that front office and that coaching staff for the decisions they made. I think he's walking in with the weight of the world on him.
J.J. McCarthy returns for the Vikings when they face Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
27 yards, Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Coverage begins Sunday at noon Eastern with kickoff at 1 Eastern on ESPN Radio. You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Back inside Rogers Center, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. A reminder, Game 7 of the World Series presented by Capital One will come your way tomorrow night, 7 Eastern, Fox at ESPN Radio. That's if necessary. And right now, the Dodgers hoping it will be necessary. Top of the order, it'll be Springer, Lucas, and Guerrero for their third looks at Yamamoto. The pitch. Swing and a bouncer to short. 2 hops collected by Betts. Toss to first in time, and Springer retired on a single pitch. And with 1 away, it'll bring up Lucas.
George Springer is hunting fastball, though. What the Blue Jays do such a great job of is they'll ambush a pitcher really quick. The game plan just shows you how good the 2-seam was. Looking for it, got it, still grounded it out.
1 down, and Lucas at the plate. Nathan Lucas has reached on an error. And he's also flied to left. And now a fan has gotten loose on the field. And security is going to tackle him. And security now will gently escort him off the field. I would say that by the way he was running, he may have had a
drink,
a cocktail or two.
Oh, he jumped from the highest part of the wall in left center field. He hurt himself on the way down.
Yeah.
But still moved quick enough to miss the first tackle.
Bad judgment, though.
Yeah.
There's lower areas you can. I don't advocate it now, but got to do a better scouting report.
So Yamamoto will take a couple of warm-up pitches as they take the fan who got loose on the field off the field. And I believe we are clear. We have, it's Hernandez, Edman, and Hernandez in the outfield. Muncy, Betts, Rojas, Freeman, Yamamoto, and Smith. And Lucas back in the box. Yamamoto ready and fires. And that's in the dirt. Lucas has reached on an errant fly to left. The 1-0. And that's in for a strike. I mentioned earlier that Springer is the only guy in this starting lineup who was alive the last time the Jays were in the World Series and won it in 1993, 32 years ago. Next pitch down low, and it's 2-1. Nathan Lucas, the closest. Blue Jays won it October 23rd, 1993. 262 days later, Nathan Lucas was born. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. I did the math.
Crazy.
Yeah.
262. I'm impressed. It's not even like an even number rounded up.
July 12th, 1994, if you want to get some early shopping in for Nathan Lucas for next year. Next pitch is down low, and now it's 3-2. Dodgers lead at 3-1 with one out, bases empty in the bottom of the sixth. Yamamoto is ready. And a 3-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air center field. Edman settling under it and makes the catch.
Talk about a guy that's really difficult to hit. Yamamoto continues to baffle the Toronto Blue Jay hitters. He doesn't have a sequence that you're thinking, okay, a predictable sequence. He'll throw any pitch at any time, 4 strikes and chases. That's what makes him so difficult.
Here's Guerrero now. And the pitch. And that's in for a strike. Yeah, the other part to me with him is the combo of the stuff and throwing so many strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's outside. I mean, he doesn't come close to walking people. And when he falls behind after trying to execute a plan and it's 3-1, it's like, okay, now I got to throw a strike. And he does.
And it's the splitter. It's not a fastball. It's not a hittable pitch.
The 3-1. Swing and a line drive left field. Hernandez on the move. Can't get there. It'll take a bounce and hop off the wall. Guerrero into second. He's got a 2-out double. And the Blue Jays have a man in scoring position. He got it out front and pulled it into that left field corner for a 2-bagger.
And this was the curveball that he was able to hit. The same pitch in Game 2 that he struck out on Vladimir Guerrero Jr. against Yamamoto. This time, he was able to pull it towards left field. And it's with 2 outs, and this is what Yamamoto's good at. If you're going to get your hits, I'm going to try to make sure it's with 2 outs because he's usually out in front.
All right, so here's Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, out to the mound with the translator, Will Ireton. Each of you take a crack at what's the message here, or what are they going over specifically as far as Bichette about to hit, Varsho behind him, and what they might be talking about trying to do.
It was the splitter that Bo Bichette hit, and it was actually out of the zone. It was well below the zone. The curveball that Vlad just hit was actually way out of the zone. So my guess is if you're going to miss bigger, get them to chase and expand even more. Because these are the 2 bad ball hitters of the lineup.
I'll tell you this, Bo Bichette, you're right, he hit the splitter last time. I have to attack him up in the zone with the fastball. See if he can beat me there, and then late go to that breaking pitch down low if it's a slider or the curveball, or even the splitter but out of the zone.
Crowd on its feet starting to buzz. Guerrero at second, 2 down. The pitch to Bichette. And a slow curve is in for a strike. Bichette, a strikeout victim in the second, and a single in the fourth. Dodgers lead at 3-1. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Yamamoto sets. Kicks, delivers. Too high.
I also love that Miguel Rojas joined the just kind of put his ear in the whole huddle. They're kind of just like, I want to know what they're saying.
Guerrero leading away at second. Bichette climbs back in. Here's a 1-1. Too high.
And those are by design, the fastball up, because it makes the curveball, it makes all the other pitches, the splitter, look even nastier when it's down. raise the eye level with velo, making it harder for hitters to then adjust down.
Bichette waiting right side. Now the 2-1. Swing and a little roller foul first base side. And the count 2-2 here on Halloween. This place jam-packed. Yeah, mainly Blue Jays jerseys, but then there's the assorted Richard Simmons or Fred Flintstone or guy dressed as a hot dog or Hulk Hogan, but by and large, mainly a lot of jerseys here for Game 6 inside Rogers Center. Bottom 6, Dodgers leading at 3-1. 2-2 on Bo Bichette, man at second. The kick, the pitch, too high. And now it's 3-2. Bichette taps the plate, winds up the bat, and waits. Guerrero edges away at second. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a foul out of play off to the right.
Oh, he's mixed in the curveball to start it off, and then it's been a diet of fastballs and sliders. Will he go to the splitter 3-2 this time, or will he stay with that slider?
Justin Wrobleski up and throwing the lefty in the Dodger pen. Yamamoto at 91 pitches. Right-hander ready. Here's a 3-2. Up and in, ball 4. He walked him.
He went with the splitter. Stayed up. I know they have Wrobleski warming up in the bullpen, but I'm sticking with Yamamoto right here. And so is Dave Roberts.
Varsho digs in with 2 outs. Guerrero doubled. Now a Bichette walk. The tying run is on. First one to Varsho. Swing and a foul at the plate. And the count is 0-1. And Varsho got the splitter. He's popped out and grounded into a double play. 4-6-3 that ended the 4th. Dodgers 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. The Blue Jays 1-5-0. We're in the last of the 6th. Varsho with good power. Yamamoto. Kick steals. And that's low. Yoshinobu Yamamoto has thrown consecutive complete games in this postseason. Last guy to do that, Kurt Schilling, back in 2001. The pitch. Swing and a little bouncer, foul first base side. And now 1-2.
A lot of splitters and sliders, all 3 at bats for Dalton Varsho. We've seen 2 fastballs total, everything else down in the zone in those 2 pitches.
Guerrero at second. Bichette at first. 2 down. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Yamamoto gets Varsho and nods his head as he walks off the mound. The Blue Jays leave a couple. Then Varsho gone on the splitter. We're at the end of 6 here in Toronto. And it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Your ambition?
Hey, it's Greg McElroy from the Always College Football Podcast. Check out our current episode where we break down the college football coaching carousel in every possible direction. Download it anywhere you get your podcast.
Car crashes don't happen in slow motion. They happen fast. In a crash, there's no time to check if your child's in the right car seat. Don't think you know. Know you know. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Just met its match with Robinhood.
Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
Jim Basketball at our Baseball Tonight studios. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. The World Series on ESPN Radio is brought to you by Service Titan. The all-in-one software for trades gives you the tools to scale, streamline, and stay ahead. Learn more at ServiceTitan.com. Doug Glanville, Yoshi Yamamoto, awfully tough for this Blue Jays lineup.
I mean, as expected, just all the command of the different pitches, working all the quadrants of the zone, even outside the zone as necessary. And he just has ice water in his veins, right? He doesn't really give in. And it's like, oh, I'll take the walk now. I'll get the next guy. He just is in such control, and, the Jays are still trying to find an answer.
Total command, a run on 5, hits through 6. At 96 pitches, the right-hander for the Los Angeles Dodgers. With more on him, here's Buster Olney.
Yeah, and his season high was 113 in that playoff game against the Cincinnati Reds. We're watching the conversation going on down in the Dodger dugout, the question of whether or not they're going to bring him out for the 7th. But I also, Eduardo, texted our good friend Dan Shulman, ratted you out, said you made fun of the fact that he doesn't have any hair, and Dan's response was, I'm taller than Ben. Is that worth anything?
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, we love the Shulmans. Louis Varland will take over. And Varland on here to replace Kevin Gausman through 6 great innings. It was just that 3rd inning. And in every other inning, he retired every batter. So Varland on here. And the pitch. Yeah, that one is down and in. I'm pretty sure with this appearance, Varland matches a postseason record for most appearances. Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, for Varland, this will be his 14th appearance. The 1-1. Swing and a soft liner out into right field. Barger charging, makes the catch.
When the inning ended, we were looking in that dugout for quite some time, Boog, to see what happened with Yamamoto. I think he's going to stay in the game. And I think they're going to take it hitter by hitter, because you got a right-handed hitter coming up in Alejandro Kirk, and it has to be Yamamoto with 96 pitches in.
Here's the pitch. And Kike Hernandez takes the strike. Varland ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing at a little dribbler, foul of 3rd. Here comes the 0-2. Outside. 1 out, bases empty. We're in the top of the 7th. The Dodgers have a 3-1 lead. Varland, the 1-2. Check swing and a pitch upstairs. Did not go. That's Will Little. Adam Hamry's the plate umpire tonight. He's done a good job calling balls and strikes. The 2-2 is a little bit low, a little bit outside. A knuckle curve.
That's a good take by Kike, and the reason he took it, this is the third time he is facing Varland in this World Series. The more you see a reliever, advantage starts going towards the hitter. That's a great example right there.
Here comes a 3-2. Swing and a bouncer, foul of third. It's funny, it's one of the things, you guys know that I love my nerd community, that they've been dissecting the last couple of years. As you talk so much about third-time penalty for starters, but that in the postseason, in a single series, seeing a reliever for the third time makes it harder. The 3-2. In there, got him looking, and Hernandez is gone. So Varland able to strike out Kike Hernandez. Yeah, there's 2 away, and here comes Tommy Edman. 3-1 our score. The Dodgers lead the Jays. I guess my one issue with it is, what are you supposed to do? You only have so many options. You know what I mean? Like, first one to Edman is outside and low. If it's one of your leverage guys and you're in a leverage spot, are you supposed to use a non-leverage guy?
No, you go
right.
with your dudes.
That's right. The 1-0 is a little bit low, a little bit outside, 2-0.
Well, in today's game, they talk about lanes, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you sort of have to diversify and change that lane in certain games.
The 2-0. Swing and a miss.
But there's a love affair here with Louis Varland now. It's with his manager, Don Schneider, trusting Varland ever since he came in for that Minnesota trade.
Yeah, came from Minnesota, is from Minnesota. Louis Varland. The 2-1. In for a strike, and now it's 2-2.
He's loving that knuckle curve. That has been the go-to pitch this inning. Getting a lot of swing and miss already. Threw it there for a strike.
The 2-2. Outside and low. And Varland's funny. I mean, we're playing inside. It's 70 degrees in here. And Varland's a guy who loves to blow on his hand like it's 30 degrees in here. 3-2. Here comes. Swing and a fly ball, center field, playable Varsho. Drifting back, under it, now a step in and makes the catch. Edman is out, and it's time to stretch here at Rogers Center in Game 6. We're midway in the 7th, and it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. It's an NFC North showdown in the Motor City.
The amount of pressure on this young man right now, I don't know if there's any quarterback with more pressure on his shoulders, and for the pressure to deliver for that front office and that coaching staff for the decisions they made. I think JJ's, he's walking in with the weight of the world on him.
JJ McCarthy returns for the Vikings when they face Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
27 yards, Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Coverage begins Sunday at noon Eastern with kickoff at 1 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Baseball's #1 digital destination is the MLB app. And this app's got game. Like game highlights, live games, fantasy games, and more.
A gem of a game.
This is baseball your way. With stats, scores, breaking news, and daily custom content that hits every time.
A monster shot.
Because here, you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow.
All year long.
So when they catch it on the field,
what a catch!
You catch it on the MLB app. Download today. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Back here at Rogers Center, and Dave Roberts making a pitching change. We'll get to that in a second. Reminder, if necessary, don't miss Game 7 of the World Series, presented by Capital One tomorrow, 7 Eastern on Fox right here on ESPN Radio. The Dodgers and the Jays, Game 7, if we need it. Justin Wrobleski will take over as we go bottom 7, and it'll be Kirk, Barger, and Clement. 6, 7, 8 in the Blue Jays order. Dodgers lead at 3-1. The pitch is way high, and ball 1. Are you guys surprised Yamamoto was out, Eddie?
I'm in shock. I really am. I would have expected him to start this inning against Alejandro Kirk.
The pitch, and that is in there for a strike.
But just think the exhale you just gave the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, they have struggled against Yamamoto now, both starts, and now he's out of the game. I don't care who you put in from that bullpen. It is an exhale.
The 1-1 is fouled away off to the right.
Just remember Blake Snell, right? Game 1. They took him out, and it's to me, it's a sign to that bench in Toronto. Okay, we have a chance now.
Next offering, cut on and miss, struck him out. Wrobleski strikes out Kirk, and there's 1 away. Now, this lefty did good work in that 18-inning game. Wrobleski, an inning and 2/3, and struck out 2. He's got pretty overpowering stuff when you look at it. I mean, a guy that can punch people out. A lefty fastball, the pitch. And that's in for a strike to Barger.
What Dave Roberts loves about him is these kind of situations, these kind of moments, season on the line. Instead of all the guys in the bullpen, he is the most trusted.
Next offering, chopped off the plate to the right side. Rojas, bare hands, flips to first. Out at first. Close play. Barger lost his helmet as he was sprinting down the line. And Rojas with a heck of a play on the bare hand. Got it to Freeman in time. And there's 2 away.
And he threw a palm ball over to first base because he caught it with his palm, could not transfer it to his fingers. Excellent play by Miggy Rojas at second base. Already 3 dynamic plays.
2 down, and here is Ernie Clement. First offering is upstairs and outside.
By the way, just start thinking 2001 Randy Johnson, right? Threw 7 innings, over 100 pitches, then came back in Game 7.
The 1-0 is drilled left center field. Going back, Kike Hernandez. It's over his head. It'll take a bounce and hop off the wall. Clement's into second. He's got a 2-out double.
What can he not hit? Because that's really the question for Ernie Clement. I mean, hitting now almost 400, 928 OPS coming into this game. And here he gets a 2-seam fastball. What we've seen him do is not just hit pitches in the zone, but those below the zone, above the zone, around the zone. He is swinging such a hot bat. 27th hit of this World postseason.
Oh, so Mark Pryor's coming out to try to just give Roki Sasaki some opportunity to get loose in the bullpen. So far, he's only thrown 4 pitches in the bullpen. He has yet to throw one from the rubber. He just started right now. This is just a stall tactic right now. So Roki Sasaki, just in case the George Springer, who's on deck, does come up, they will do everything possible to stall to make sure Roki Sasaki is ready to come on in and face number 4, George Springer, who's on deck.
Eduardo Perez instant analysis brought to you by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. 21 plus gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Clement at second. 2 outs. Jimenez at the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss. His fastball's got some jump to it. No question about it. Wrobleski, his 4-seam fastball averages 96. He throws a slider, a sinker, and a cutter. The 0-1. Swing and a foul back to the backstop.
And you've mentioned this a couple times during this World Series, Jess. This is Alex Vesia's spot that Wrobleski is filling up right now. Doesn't matter if you're a righty or lefty. Righty, lefty, righty. And it's Wrobleski who gets the opportunity here in the 7th.
Clement's at second. There's 2 outs. 3-1 Dodgers. Bottom 7. The pitch is fouled back to the screen. Wrobleski, their lefty, 25 years old, native of Georgia. Went to high school in Hickory Flat, Georgia, and was drafted out of college at Oklahoma State. Next pitch is too high. Clement edging away at second. Wrobleski leaning over, listening in, now straightens. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the left, and Jimenez doing a good job hanging in.
He had to get inside. Wrobleski had to get something more arm side. Jimenez was literally this at bat, letting the bat drag, trying to poke something to left field. To be able to get him out, he's got to be able to get it on his hands.
Man at second, 2 down. The kick, the 1-2. And that's low. Jimenez wouldn't chase. 3 runs, 3 hits, and an error for the Dodgers. For the Blue Jays, 1-6-0. Wrobleski ready. Kicks, fires. Swing and a foul out of play off to the left. And Jimenez continues to spoil pitches.
How similar is this at-bat that Jimenez had against Anthony Banda when he hit him the other way in a big base hit to drive in a run?
Clement's at second. There are 2 outs. Bottom 7, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Wrobleski pumped up. He comes in, allows the 2-out double, and then strikes out Andres Jimenez. Good work by the southpaw. We played 7 here at Rogers Center, and in Game 6, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Here we come, right back where we started from, California.
You feel that? Monday Night Football hits bigger in Texas. Feeling the weight of high expectations as Dak Prescott leads the Cowboys, looking to wrangle a win at home.
Touchdown, Dallas!
Ooh, but those Cardinals are coming calling as Trey McBride and the Bird Gang bring the Desert Heat for an NFC fight.
What a play!
Feeling all the feels for Cardinals Cowboys, Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC and ESPN. Also available to stream on the all-new ESPN app.
The Fantasy Focus Football Podcast.
Someone else can bring the hot sauce. I will bring you the
Colostomy bag?
Is that what you call it? I was going to say, I was going to bring you some of, not Tums. What's the stuff that you take?
Pepto?
Pepto-Bismol.
Nope, it's the stuff that you take.
Imodium.
There
Hide
you
your
go.
stomach into
there
a
you
knot.
go. Got it.
I thought it coated your stomach.
Whatever it does.
I don't know, man.
I took like a gallon of that after the hot sauce challenge last year, and I still had poopy pins.
Check it out on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Commercial contractors. It takes a well-managed crew of professionals to keep a company running smoothly, and that takes time. Service Titan, the end-to-end business management platform for the trades, provides the tools to manage your crew in the field. With automated scheduling, time tracking, progress updates, and more, your teams stay on track, on budget, and aligned from start to finish. Learn how Service Titan is taking your teams to new levels of efficiency. Visit ServiceTitan.com to request a demo. That's ServiceTitan.com.
You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Top half of the 8th and bottom of the order for the Dodgers. It'll be Rojas, then Ohtani, and then Smith. So 9-1-2 for the Dodgers against Lewis Varland. LA leading it 3-1, trying to force a deciding Game 7. That would be tomorrow night. Here's the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball right field, playable for Barger. Looking up and settling under. He's got it. Rojas is out, 1 away. And back to the top of the order and Shohei Ohtani. And John Schneider with Mason Fluharty warming. And so we've got a pitching change. Schneider will take the baseball from Varland and makes the point to the lefty. It's called to the bullpen here with one out in inning number 8. Dodgers in game 6 leading the Blue Jays 3-1. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
College Football Saturday on ESPN Radio. The rivalry returns.
Getting ready for this big Georgia-Florida game. Excited again to go to Jacksonville and play in an awesome venue. It's very unique to have the neutral site and have a split crowd.
It's the Florida-Georgia game in Jacksonville. Number 5 Georgia versus Florida. Coverage begins tomorrow at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ABC.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
Jim Basketball in our Baseball Tonight studios reminding you the World Series on ESPN Radio is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Tasty caffeine available in 17 delicious flavors. Get yours in store and online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon today. Doug Glanville surprised. He got him out, Yamamoto, at 96 pitches.
Well, we were thinking Yamamoto would get that, limitless sort of start. But what I'm looking at is, maybe the four-seamer was down that last pitch to Bichette. They had the lefty lane coming up where you got a lefty, and their bullpen that's struggling, you try to give them clean innings. They don't have traffic. Maybe those are factors to just try to give them a fresh start.
Yeah, Dodgers got to get 6 more outs from that pen. 3-1 Dodgers, 1 out. Jays back in the pen. We go back to Toronto with Jessica Mendoza, Eduardo Perez, and Boog Shambi.
All right, Jim, thank you so much. Our producer, Rob Kelly. Our engineer is Jack Hicks. Buster Olney with us as well as we go back to work here, and it'll be Shohei Ohtani against Mason Fluharty. And the lefty facing the lefty. Here's the pitch. And that breaking ball misses up and in. These guys have faced each other now 4 times, including the postseason. And Ohtani is 1 for 4 against them. The 1-0. Swinging a foul back to the backstop. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, and that double was that one, and it was hit to left center field. They're really good approach the last time up that Shohei Ohtani faced Fluharty.
Ohtani back in the box left side. Here comes a 1-1. Swing and a miss. A cutter at 91.
It's always crazy to me that Shohei Ohtani will chase the sweeper off the plate, but then swing at the cutter up and in off the plate as well. Both sides of the plate covered.
A ball and 2 strikes on Shohei. 1 out, bases empty, top 8. The pitch. Outside and low. It's 3-1. The Dodgers leading the Blue Jays. LA trying to win and force a Game 7. Fluharty at the bell. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball lifted out towards left center field. That one towards the gap, and it'll hit the base of the wall. Ohtani's into second, and he's got a double.
Same outcome as the last time up. With 2 strikes, you talk about Shohei Ohtani being able to cover the plate. This one was down and he uses his legs to be able to go get it. He's strong enough that just hits it right over Varsho's reach.
And I mean, it was a one-handed swing. It's incredible how long and strong those arms are. And they intentionally walk Will Smith.
This is a tough area right now to maneuver. Another intentional walk to face Freddie Freeman left on left. Freddie, who really does not mind.
No.
And has had great at-bats against lefties in the World Series.
Here's the pitch. And that's up and in.
He says seeing left-handed pitching helps his swing. He loves when he does see a lot of lefties, especially Ohtani, in the lineup now, and how much it gets him right.
Fluharty ready. The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
It was this lane that Fluharty also struggled to get out, right? It was first Ohtani and then Freeman, who also did well against him.
The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Barger waiting on it. Under it. And he makes the catch. And the throw comes in. And now there are 2 outs.
Freddie just missed that, too. He got a cutter inside, hit 103 miles an hour, but up. We've seen a few Freddie Freeman left on left actually just miss it.
Well, I wonder if he's going to go out and get Fluharty. Is yet John Schneider to even budge from the bench, but now you have Alejandro Kirk who's buying time, and to me there is no way that Mason Fluharty should be facing Mookie Betts.
John Schneider out of the dugout. Sir Anthony Dominguez is warming. Schneider makes the point to the pen, and we have a pitching change. Call to the bullpen. And with 2 outs and 2 aboard here in the 8th, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and ESPN app.
The Rich Eisen Show.
It's no longer a question as to whether the Kansas City Chiefs have turned a corner in this 2025 season that they started off 0-2. It's just a question of how far they're going to go. The next 6 weeks will decide whether they can actually host games in Arrowhead or not. If they go on the road in the playoffs, can they do what they did a couple of years ago, which is go on the road in the playoffs? Doesn't matter. They make the Super Bowl and win it anyway.
The Rich Eisen Show from noon to 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus.
Jim Bass won our baseball tonight studios with today's trivia answer. We mentioned earlier, Trey Yesavich became the 11th different pitcher with 12-plus Ks in a World Series game last time out. It only happened once prior in the last 50 years. Who was that pitcher? Well, how about El Duque, Orlando Hernandez for the Yankees, Game 3, 2000 World Series against the New York Mets. Again, trivia brought to you by Dr. Pepper. It's not college football season without the delicious taste of an ice-cold Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve. Doug Glanville, big spot again. Mookie Betts coming up to the dish.
Well, Mookie Betts, he got the big hit early. It wasn't a great pitch, but he made something out of it. And, he's in the 4-hole, and even though they're demoting him, he's right in the heart of the order. So it's an opportunity for him to really tack on here.
Yeah, 2 on, 2 gone, 8th inning. Dodgers up 3-1, looking for more with the Jays back in the pen. We go back to Rogers Center with Jessica Mendoza, Eduardo Perez, and Boo Shambi.
All right, it's Sir Anthony Dominguez who will take over. And Dominguez on here replacing Mason Fluharty. And this a golden opportunity for the Dodgers to maybe cash in an insurance run. So Dominguez on here. 3-1 LA with Ohtani at second, Smith at first. Right-hander comes set. Pitch to Betts. And that's in for a strike. Mookie has the biggest hit of the night in the third. A 2-run single that scored Ohtani and Smith And the Dodgers scored 3 times in that 3rd inning. That's the only inning where we've had scoring. The 0-1. Outside low.
Mookie's talked a lot about his posture and that kind of being the adjustment he wants to make. I thought he meant collapsing over the plate. But Eddie, one of the things he talked about was actually keeping his weight and his posture more over that back leg.
Try to stay back a little bit more.
1-1. Here it is. Swing and a foul out of play. That's off to the right.
Keep more of that balance on the inside part of the back leg. That'll prevent him from going way out in front and hitting weak flyouts to right.
1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Dominguez listening in, now says yes, he sets. 1-2 to Betts. Outside low. Mookie has grounded to 3rd, knocked in 2 with that single, and he's grounded to 2nd. Dodgers lead at 3-1, but threatening with 2 outs here in the 8th. The 2-2. Outside, check swing, didn't go.
And that was way outside, other batter's box outside. The fact that Mookie even attempted tells me he was looking for the sweeper away. Saw it was away and then stopped himself when he realized how far out it was.
Betts back in, taps the outside edge of the plate, then the inside edge. Now he waits. 1st and 2nd, 3-2. And that is upstairs, ball 4. He walked him.
Sir Anthony Dominguez just up in arms. Really thought that sweeper he hit on the inside part of the plate called a ball.
It was just a little bit high, even for Alejandro Kirk to be able to frame that one.
So they're all loaded up, and it's Teoscar Hernandez. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Hernandez letting it rip on a 4-seamer that was just a bit outside. 0-1 down. Here comes. And that is in the dirt. Ohtani at 3rd. Smith at 2nd. Betts at 1st. Dodgers lead at 3-1. They've been out hit tonight 6-4. And LA with the game's only error. Sir Anthony Dominguez on here, the 4th pitcher used tonight by John Schneider. The 1-1. Check swing, he went too far and foul tipped it into the mitt of Kirk.
Second sword we've seen from Teoscar Hernandez, that awkward swing. This on a fastball up and in.
Pitch way out of the zone as well.
Bases loaded, 2 down, 1-2 on Ohtani. And Kirk asks for time. Teoscar Hernandez 0 for 3. Dodgers try to break it open with a hit right here. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Hernandez down on strikes, and the Dodgers leave him loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th here in Toronto. And from Rogers Center, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1 in Game 6. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and ESPN app.
The Alabama fans, after week 1, they wanted the boy fired, they wanted the OC, the DC, some of them wanted to fire Big Al.
Hall Feinbaum, weekdays at 3 Eastern on the ESPN app and the SEC Network.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're
Benjamin
rolling out
Franklin,
the limited lifetime
sourced
tire
from
guarantee,
Wikipedia,
included with
May
every tire
2025.
purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and 0 for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee only at Midas.
Tailgate season is on, and Monster Energy flavors are bringing the heat. Crack open the wickedly creamy citrus blast of Orange Dreamsicle, or ride the shockingly smooth wave of Electric Blue. Both packed with real sugar, bold flavor, and that legendary monster kick. This is the energy your game day deserves. So grab your can and unleash the beast.
With Eckrich, the official smoked sausage and deli meat of the college.
Sign in with Google is required to continue with this premium voice. Or, if you prefer, you may switch to a free unlimited voice. Let's be clear, cryptocurrency is no longer emerging. It's here. And this latest move cements that reality in the biggest way yet. Trump Media Group just inked a massive $6.4 billion deal with Crypto.com, the world's top crypto platform. They're teaming up to scoop up $6.4 billion in CRO, the powerhouse token that fuels fast, low-fee DeFi, staking rewards, and real-world perks like cashback on your spends, to launch America's first CRO treasury. When it's done, this new company will be the biggest CRO holder out there. Want on the action? Head to Crypto.com today and grab some CRO. Let's make crypto great again.
Football player
center. Dodgers lead the Blue Jays 3-1. And the new pitcher on the mound to face the top of the order. Roki Sasaki will take over. And Dave Roberts, looks like he's asking him to get 6 outs. George Springer at the plate. Here's the pitch. And that one misses a little bit low with a splitter, although K-Zone had it as a strike. Sasaki out of the stretch. Sets and fires. And that's up and in, and it pushes Springer to the seat of his pants.
I'll say, you go back to that first pitch for Sasaki. It's important that he tries to land it for a strike. And by Adam Hamari not calling it a strike, now you have to try to put yourself in the mind of Sasaki. Not good.
2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Check swing and a called strike. And that one at 100 miles an hour. Springer in this one has grounded to short twice, and he's also singled and knocked in a run. 3-1 Dodgers, bottom 8. The 2-1. Swing and a foul. That's off to the right and out of play. Andy Pages into the game, takes over in right field for Teoscar Hernandez. So Sasaki on in relief of Robleski, who came on in relief of Yamamoto. The 2-2. Swing and a slow roller towards first. Under the glove of the diving Freeman and down the right field line. Paez will pick it up. Springer safe at first, and he's aboard.
72 miles an hour off the bat, and the placement of this. I mean, a miss hit off the splitter literally just chops at this thing underneath the diving Freddie Freeman down the line. The Blue Jays and how they get it done. Not hit hard, but still a hit.
Yeah, Freddie Freeman was way off the line, and that's the only way that ball could have got him through, and it did.
Here's Lucas now, and the pitch. And a fastball outside. Springer at first. Well, you asked early in the game if the crowd could be a factor. This is where you wonder how much the crowd will affect Sasaki. The 1-0. In there for a strike. And a count 1-1. And maybe not at all. Roki Sasaki in year 1 with the Dodgers, a lost year due to that shoulder issue he had. He's just 23 years old. The 1-1. Outside and missed by a lot with a splitter.
And the Blue Jays had only had the leadoff hitter in an inning get on base once, and it was Addison Barger in the third inning, and he ended up scoring. They're hoping to have the same with Springer here.
Sasaki ready. Kicks delivers. Outside.
With Vlad Guerrero Jr. on deck, and that's the biggest thing. Already a base runner on. You have to give Lucas a strike here.
Springer at first, nobody out. 3-1. And the pitch. In there. And it's 3-2. Lucas has reached on an error, flied to left and flied to center. So he's 0 for 3. Springer at first, nobody out. 3-1 Dodgers, bottom 8. Here comes. Swing and a high fly ball center field. Edman drifting back, slowing down, and Edman makes the catch. Lucas is out, and with one away, it'll bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Guerrero a double his last time up. He's also struck out and grounded into a double play. Well, here's their guy. He's the tying run. They're down 3-1. The pitch. And that's in for a strike, a splitter. Sasaki doesn't throw the splitter as hard as Yamamoto, though he throws harder than Yamamoto. The pitch. Inside and low. His split finger pitch gets more drop. And when it's right, like Yamamoto, it is nasty. Springer edging away at first. 1 out. The pitch to Vlad. Swing and a miss.
Oh, that was a dirty pitch. I mean, of all the splitters he's thrown so far, hasn't had great command, but this thing had run and depth that you were talking about, Boog, both.
Guerrero back in. Right-hand hitter waits. Springer at first. The 1-2. And that one just missed. And K-Zone had it as a strike, and I think Adam Hammery missed that.
Yeah, he's missed 2 splitters already. One to George Springer, first pitch, and this one right here in the zone, making it more difficult for Sasaki.
2-2 now. Guerrero back in. Man at first, 1 away. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a tapper foul at the plate, and Guerrero just able to get a piece right there.
He chases this one, too. This is definitely a ball hitting the dirt. Vlad not wanting to leave it up to the umpire again. That splitter, same location, just a little bit lower than the last one.
Sasaki ready to work. 2-2. The kick to pitch. Inside, and that one had Guerrero pulling his hands in tight, and now it's 3-2.
All splitters so far in this at-bat.
Sasaki's ready. 3-2 on the way. And a fastball is too high. It's ball 4. And now time called, and Mark Pryor will go out to the mound with Will Ireton. Eddie, I don't know what your thought is, but in watching that play out, if that's a strike, I think Guerrero is thinking split and ends up taking it.
100%. That's why I mentioned right before, all had been splitters. If he would have landed that pitch right down the middle, that would have been really hard for Vladdy to catch up to the high 98-mile-per-hour pitch.
So
no one else
meeting on the mound.
No one else warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, it is on Roki Sasaki, not just to finish this inning, but right now it certainly looks a lot like it is on Roki Sasaki to finish this game. Adam Hammery out to try and break up this meeting, and one of those rare times Mark Pryor is saying, yeah, we're not done yet.
And this is the area of the lineup that I call the G2 Summit. Second generation, right? You got Vladdy, you got Pichette, and on deck, you got Varsha. These kids grew up watching this in real time. Now they get to make their own history.
Yeah, in game 1, the first time ever in World Series history, Three sons of former big leaguers all in a starting lineup. 2 on, 1 out. First offering to Bichette, and that's in the dirt. Nice stop by Will Smith. Ball 1 on a splitter.
And if you're on the bases, because you know the splitter is coming, right? At a certain time, you have to be ready for it. Springer, Vladdy, on the dirt. We've seen already the struggles of Smith blocking pitches like that in this World Series.
Sasaki comes set. Springer at second, Guerrero at first. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. And that one at 97. In the outfield defensively, Kike Hernandez backed up in left. Edman backed up, shaded to pull just a touch in center. And Pages backed up in right. First and second, one away. The 1-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Down the left side into foul ground is Betts. Under it. He's got it. And in foul territory, the shortstop pulls it down. Tosses it on a bounce to third and Muncy. And there's 2 away and a huge out as Bichette retired.
That was a huge pitch right there and a great get. 4 and out for Sasaki. Silencing the crowd at least for the next 15 seconds.
Yeah, this crowd has been great all 3 World Series games here at Rogers Center. Springer's at second, Guerrero's at first. Guerrero the tying run. It's 3-1 LA. Here's Varsho and the pitch. Swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. Smith scrambles to grab it and Springer will hang on at second.
Good job by Smith again, being able to corral that splitter and keeping it close.
Springer with a single to lead off the inning with 1 out. Guerrero walked. Now there's 2 outs. The pitch outside. And a fastball at 100 from Roki Sasaki.
That's the third he's thrown at 100 miles an hour. We've seen it anywhere boog from 96 to 100.
Ball to strike now. Here's the pitch. And that's in the dirt. Sasaki out there. He wears that yellow glove. And from up here, it's big and floppy. It looks like a softball outfielder's glove.
Freddie Freeman trying to get Smith's attention for backdoor pick at first.
2-1 the pitch. Swing and a ground ball. 2 hops down to Ani Rojas. Fields flips to first, and the inning is over. Sasaki gets out of the jam. We're headed to the 9th at Rogers Center. Here in Game 6, it's the Dodgers 3, the Blue Jays 1. You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
This is Freddie and Harry.
I lived over on the west coast of Florida for a couple of years, and it was like walking into somebody's mouth from about April to October.
It's like walking into someone's mouth. Out of all the things that you could have said, that's the one that you chose. It feels like walking into someone's mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to think of it. The next time you walk out into humidity, you're going to be like,
no the hell I won't, Randy. I will not think of it.
Check out more from Freddie and Harry weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
We welcome you to college football in the ACC.
Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Every big play.
Down the sideline, touchdown!
Every milestone moment.
That's what you dream of playing, is playing games like this.
An insight you can't get anywhere else.
This guy is elite in every sense of the word.
All the pride, passion, and pageantry right here. ACC Network, your home for ACC football. All season long.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen. Coming up Monday, we look ahead to a huge Monday Night Football game for the Cowboys, plus Damian Woody in studio at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, and all of the reactions around Week 9 of the NFL. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
The Baseball Tonight podcast.
I was at that Game 5. That crowd at T-Mobile Park was amazing. It was the loudest that I've ever heard of a ballpark.
The Baseball Tonight podcast is on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Top of the ninth, and John Schneider going to the pen. He'll bring in the veteran right-hander Chris Bassett. The kid, 36 years old from Ohio, will take over. Used as a starter this year, 31 of his 32 appearances in the postseason so far. 5 appearances out of the pen, and he's been brilliant. 6 2/3 innings between the ALCS and the World Series. He's given up 1 hit, no runs, a walk, and he has struck out 8. So Bassett on here facing Max Muncy. Here's the pitch. And that's in for a strike. Dodgers lead at 3-1. We're in the 9th. LA 3 outs away from forcing the deciding Game 7. Bassett delivers. Check swing, went too far. It's a strike.
Another chase from Max Muncy. This is where he's been just not like himself, chasing a cutter way above the strike zone. Seen 3 swing and misses all out of the zone for Max Muncy.
Bassett listening in. He's ready. 0-2. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a foul straight back to the screen. Now, we talk a lot about who's been hitting for the Dodgers, or at least who hasn't, and a lot of the spotlight on Mookie Betts. But, I mean, Max Muncy's a big-time bat. He's 3 for 23 in the World Series. It's been super quiet with the exception of that 1 home run that he hit in Game 2. Here's the 0-2. And that's a little bit low.
Yeah, it's been an issue. The bottom of the order, you can go from 6 all the way down to 9. Just very inconsistent for Dave Roberts' offense.
Muncy back in, awaiting a 1-2. Bassett deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Muncy going on strikes. So 1 away, and here comes Kike Hernandez. Hernandez 0 for 3. He has struck out, popped out, and struck out. Here comes the pitch. And that's outside and low. Bassett pushes the button on PitchCom on his right hip. Now he's ready. Here comes the 1-0. And Kike fouls it back. It's a ball and a strike on Hernandez. A strikeout, a pop out, and a strikeout. Kike tonight starting in left field. Hernandez started in Game 5 in center field. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
He's got good action on that sinker. For a sinker baller to come in, usually in a game that you start, you want to get him early, right? First inning. Every time he's come in from the bullpen, he has just been absolutely dominant.
Bassett ready. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He got him on that big breaking ball. And there's 2 away. It'll bring up Tommy Edman. And coming up in the bottom of the 9th, scheduled to be Kirk, Barger, and Clement. Presumably against Roki Sasaki. Here's the pitch. Swing and a slicing liner down the left side, and that'll move off foul and out of play. John Shambi, Eduardo Perez, and Jessica Mendoza here. Game 6 of the 2025 World Series. Game 7 will come your way tomorrow night right here on ESPN Radio and on Fox. Brought to you by Capital One. Coverage begins at 7. Edman back in. 2 outs, bases clear. The 0-1. Swing and a grounder foul of first. Tommy, a double and a run scored in that 3-run 3rd inning. That's the inning where all the runs were scored. Dodgers got 3 in their half of the 3rd. The Blue Jays scored 1, and that's where we are. It's 3-1 LA. And we're in the top of the 9th. 2 outs, bases empty. Bassett delivers. Too high. One and 2 now. Bassett steps back, kicks, fires. Swing and a bouncer up the middle. Waiting on it, Jimenez. Fires to first in time. Edman is out. And we're headed to the bottom of the 9th. Here from Rogers Center. Last chance for the Blue Jays. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and ESPN app.
The Baseball Tonight podcast.
I was at that Game 5. That crowd at T-Mobile Park was amazing. It was the loudest that I've ever heard a ballpark.
The Baseball Tonight podcast is on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts. Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
This is going to be a very expensive hiring cycle because I don't know that there are enough high-profile coaches that fit the mold of what those universities are looking for. When I say those universities, I'm talking about Penn State. I'm talking about Florida. And now we're talking about LSU. There's only one Lane Kiffin. He can't be the guy for all of those job vacancies.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
I found hope in the midst of an overwhelming situation.
Alcoholism is a disease that can affect any family. Everyone suffers, but there is help and hope at Al-Anon Family Groups.
Al-Anon gave me my life back. I'm a better father and husband.
Are you in an overwhelming situation because of someone else's drinking?
Al-Anon and Alateen can help.
Local and virtual meetings are available. Maybe one could work for you. Call 1-866-200-0033. Or visit alanon.org/hope.
Why do we love SEC football? Because no matter the venue or the rivalry, it's the ultimate hang. Fans of every flavor, good-natured trash talk with a side of andouille. Yes! But according to Johnsonville and the Harris poll, 71% of Americans hang out less than they used to. Why? Could it be that rivalries off the field are tearing us apart? Is it crazy to think a sausage-fueled tailgate party could unite us all? Can't hurt. Keep it juicy out there.
Looking for smarter ways to browse and enjoy your favorite content without ads? Get the Perplexity Pro bundle with Rumble Premium for just $19.99 a month when you sign up before December 31st. Normally at $29.99 value. With Rumble Premium, you'll get an ad-free viewing experience across all your devices and access to exclusive premium content. No interruptions, just the videos and streams you love, anytime, anywhere. Plus, Perplexity Pro boosts your productivity with unlimited research, unlimited uploads, exclusive member perks, and access to the latest and most advanced AI models for faster, smarter answers every day. Save over 30% on this powerful bundle. Head to rumble.com/premium before December 31st to sign up and unlock your premium experience.
Johnsonville.
Trying to finish off the Jays. He delivers to Kirk. And a fastball in for a strike. Alejandro Kirk 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Dodgers have been out hit tonight 7-4, but they lead it 3-1. Sasaki kicks, delivers. Swing and a foul out of play off to the right. And a really nice grab by a fan in the upper deck. Wow. 0-2. Here's the pitch. And that's inside. He hit him. He hit him on the hand. And Kirk will take his base. That's huge. Trainer coming out. John Schneider coming out. And Kirk will walk down to first base. Yeah, got him on the backside of the left hand.
How about that? After having a 0-2 with 2 fastballs, goes with the splitter. He's actually trying to get out of the way of that one as well. Knowing you need base runners, that's a blessing there for the Toronto Blue Jays as long as he's healthy.
Kirk is going to come out of the game, and they'll run Miles Straw for him. So Straw at first, and here's Addison Barger now. Sasaki ready. He sets and fires. Swing and a foul out of play off to the left. Addison Barger, a double, a strikeout, and a ground out.
Trying to tie it with one swing there and a hard one at that.
He's been a beast in the World Series. 9 for 20. The pitch is outside and low.
Made a huge adjustment after Game 3 in the ALCS where he decided to get away off the plate a couple inches. It's really freed him up.
Ball to strike, the pitch. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Down the left side. Into foul ground, and that'll slice off out of play as Kike Hernandez raced over.
And also where that wall comes out is maybe 4 feet from the foul line. Part of the ballpark that just jets out. In most stadiums, that would have been a caught ball.
Tyler Glasnow up and loosening in the pen for the Dodgers.
That tells me one thing. If there's a Game 7, it's Shohei Ohtani who starts that game.
Barger, the pitch. Outside low. Two balls, 2 strikes on Addison Barger. We're in the bottom of the 9th. A man at first, that's Miles Straw. Nobody out. 3-1 Dodgers here in Game 6. And the pitch. Swing and a ball drilled. Left center field. Dean on the run. It's over his head. It hits the base of the wall. It gets stuck at the base of the wall, and it'll end up being an automatic double. It'll be a ground rule double as the crowd cheered, but on the fly, it got stuck in the padding underneath the wall and the warning track. That ball was hit so hard, and Dean wisely immediately put his hands up. And so the left field umpire, John Tumpane, and the crew chief, Mark Wegner, chatting.
Toronto is challenging.
I'm a little confused here with the challenge because John Tumpane immediately stopped the play.
Right.
And as soon as the outfielders see that, you just automatically think, why should I go after it?
Yeah.
And that's what Max Muncy is also discussing in the middle of the field with Adrian Johnson.
So a ground rule double is what that is ruled. A ground rule, part of the ground rules of this ballpark.
After review, the call in the field is confirmed it was a lodge ball. By rule, the runners get bases. Has 1 challenge remaining.
So Barger gets second, Straw into third. Dan Iasonia, Jeremy Rayhack, the replay umpires back in New York. And Dave Roberts out of the dugout, and he's going to take the baseball from Roki Sasaki, and he's calling on Tyler Glasnow. And we've got a pitching change. So it's second and third after the ground rule double. And this call to the bullpen comes with nobody out. Runners at second and third here in the ninth. And it's 3-1, Dodgers leading it. This is the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. It's an NFC North showdown in the Motor City.
The amount of pressure on this young man right now, I don't know if there's any quarterback with more pressure on his shoulders, and for the pressure to deliver for that front office and that coaching staff for the decisions they made. I think he's walking in with the weight of the world on him.
J.J. McCarthy returns for the Vikings when they face Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
27 yards, Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Coverage begins Sunday at noon Eastern with kickoff at 1 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
You're listening to the 2025 World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Big Tyler Glasnow will take over. And Glasnow, who I think we expected as the Game 7 starter, well, now I would say that's off the table. And he's going to come in here and try and secure the final 3 outs before the Blue Jays score twice or score 3 times. Glasnow, the 32-year-old who pitched out of the pen in Game 1 of the division series. That was against Philadelphia. And he went an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 2. And then made the start in Game 4. The start in Game 3 against Milwaukee. And then the start in Game 3 of this World Series. So it's Ernie Clement, second and third, and nobody out. The pitch. Swing, and a ball popped up on the infield. Freeman has it. And Clement retired on 1 pitch. I mean, you talk about buzzsaw.
2-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour, literally off the plate in. Well, looked like on the handle of the bat.
Well, the one thing you know is Clement was going to attack early. Great pitch call right there, just running into Clement's hands up and in.
So now it's Andres Jimenez. Here's the pitch. And that one is a little bit high. Jimenez 0 for 3 is grounded to second. He's flied to center, and he is struck out swinging. The pitch. Swing and a line drive left field. Hernandez charges, makes the catch. Throw back to second. Out at second, and it's a double play. And that ends the game. Barger caught off the base. They're going to review it. Kike Hernandez charging in and fired in one motion to second, and it was collected by Rojas brilliantly.
What a play by Rojas on the pick at second base. You talk about defense making a difference. Miguel Rojas at second base, that's the 4th great play he's made.
Kike Hernandez had to throw this on the run, and because of that, a short hop that put Miguel Rojas on his backside, but still held his foot.
That's incredible. I mean, both ways, a great jump. This game's going to be over, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how Miguel Rojas. Runner is out, and that's the ball game. And it ends on a marvelous play by Miguel Rojas at second base. For the life of me, I don't know how he was able to catch that on one hop.
And the most painful thing about it is because of the double up, you had George Springer coming up who has had phenomenal at-bats, not just in this series, but throughout the entire playoffs and during the season. He was their MVP, and you end up leaving him.
One of the things the Dodgers talk about a lot with Kike Hernandez, an infielder by trade, but just how good his reactions are in the outfield. We saw it right there. Rojas, a great job as well. Downstairs and Buster Olney.
Tyler Glasnow, you close out Game 6. What was that like?
Different, for sure. He called me up down there. I had a little bit of time to get warmed up. I tried my best. Went out, and it worked out for me.
Okay, tell me what's going through your mind on that last play.
Right there, just I hope he catches the ball. And then I saw him kind of off second, and we turned two, and that's a good. That's right there. That's a great feeling.
Mookie Betts coming through tonight with a 2-run single. What'd you see in him?
Just grinding, man. I think he's had a tough series, but he's up there, and I think everyone in the bullpen, we knew something special was about to happen. Mookie just has that aura about him, and it did, and he came through for us.
When did the conversation start with about you moving to the bullpen rather than starting Game 7?
I think it was more like if we needed me tonight, I'd throw, and then I'll be available tomorrow, too. I didn't throw that many pitches. I didn't really get super hot either, so I feel pretty fresh. Hopefully I can pitch tomorrow as well. We'll see what they say.
You going to sleep much tonight before Game 7?
I think I'll sleep pretty good. I'll be all right. I'll cool down from this, maybe ice tub or something, and try to rest. I'll be good.
Tyler, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Boog, back to you.
Oh, we got all our answers. By the way, I believe he threw 3 pitches.
3.
So
you got 3 outs.
And he's like,
he got
I didn't get
3
super
outs
hot.
on 3 pitches.
And
He's like, I didn't even get that hot.
He wasn't even that warm yet. I was watching him. He never actually got to the rubber. I mean,
Wow.
He was still, okay, all right, we're going in. I mean, that's his surfer SoCal mentality right there. Just, all right, let's do this.
He wrote that up that way, didn't he?
That was
Buck
incredible.
Roberts.
Holy cow. So the Dodgers escape by the skin of their teeth. And again, Hernandez and Rojas in left and at second help execute a brilliant double play to finish.
I think Rojas is starting tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh.
I believe
I don't think
so.
there's any question.
I mean, defensively, they looked great. They were turning the double plays, 2 huge double plays that Yoshinobu Yamamoto was able to get to end to innings. And then defense plays for the Dodgers tonight.
Downstairs, Buster Olney with Mookie Betts.
I'm here with Mookie Betts. Mookie, how tense were those 8th and 9th innings?
I mean, that was very, very, very tense, but that's what makes it fun. You know, World Series and coming down to the last innings, that's what you dream about.
Yeah, you see Glasnow coming out of the bullpen. What's going through your mind?
I don't know. I'm just figuring out how we're going to get through this, especially second and third, no outs. This team, the way they hit, I mean, I wasn't really sure what I was thinking, but he got it done.
All right, you come up with a big hit, 2-run single. Walk us through that and how you felt afterward.
I felt great afterwards. I mean, just being able to come through for the boys. But, yeah, I mean, Gausman had pitched really, really well today. I mean, he got a lot of strikeouts, a lot of swings and misses, a lot of weak contact. That was really the only inning that we even got anything going against him, really. So I was just trying to look for something I could handle, and he gave me a decent pitch to swing at.
You see the fist pump when you get to first base. What was that like, given how this World Series has played out for you?
I mean, it's whatever. You know, it is what it is. I mean, I came through for the boys, and I understand where I'm at and what's been going on, but got to be prepared for the next moment, and I was today.
That Miguel Rojas coming through, making plays tonight. Dave Roberts told us I got to have him in the game.
Yeah, he's a winner. He's a winner. He's a winning baseball player. You see today he made plays. I mean, he's just, I love him. And, yeah, I mean, I can't say enough kind words about Miggy. I mean, he's a very important piece to the Dodgers.
Game 7, how you feeling?
Right now, I got to calm down. I'll let those emotions come when they come. But right now, I just want to go home and lay down and chill.
Okay, thanks. Back to you.
Buster, thank you so much. Mookie Betts had the biggest hit of the night as the Dodgers prevail 3-1. Tyler Glasnow, guys, that 9th inning took place. It was so quick the way it turned and turned. They had second and third and nobody out. And then there were 3 outs. Hey, one more. Let's send it downstairs and Buster Olney.
Miguel Rojas, how tense was that 8th and 9th inning?
Yeah, really tough, but we prepare for this. We know when you have the opportunity to be in the World Series, anything can happen. I think we're giving a really good shot to the fans. I said it earlier. We've been playing baseball for a long time, not just in our careers. This year alone, it's been a lot of baseball, a lot of good things for the game. The Dodgers have been doing it all, and now we gotta play against 7-2 in a World Series. So we're really blessed to be in this position, and we're gonna go for it.
You've been such a good teammate for Mookie Betts, helping him learn to play shortstop. What was it like for you to see him come through with that big hit?
I mean, it's amazing because I know how hard the guy worked. I know how capable he is to do that kind of stuff in the big spots. I just hate when things not going his way because he's such a hard worker, such a good person. But I mean, hard work just not guarantee you success. Sometimes it's luck and it's everything in baseball. I feel like tonight was his night, and I was super happy that he got the big moment, and that's gonna give him confidence for tomorrow for sure.
Mickey, thanks.
Thank you.
Back to you.
All right, Buster, Miguel Rojas, the Dodgers survive, and it's on to Game 7 tomorrow night. This will be fun.
It really will be. I'm going to buckle up. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to bring in one of those seat belts. I don't know if it's going to be from where, but I'm going to find one.
I mean, did we really unbuckle from that 18-inning game? I mean, that's kind of to tell us exactly how this entire series was going to go. After Game 3, 18 innings, we knew we were getting a Game 7.
So mathematically, is this pretty much the 8th game coming up?
Absolutely.
Yeah, something along those lines. That's right. And then, the other part is it looks like Glasnow will be available and ready to throw again tomorrow. But I think you're right. I think Ohtani probably ends up starting. And then on the other side, it'll be Scherzer. But you got to figure Bieber's available.
I think everyone's available. And I said it earlier, and I mentioned 2001 with Randy Johnson. Why? Because he threw 104 pitches, and the next day he came out from the bullpen. Yoshinobu Yamamoto has that type of arm. Now, was he grabbing a little bit around the forearm area? That's one of the things that maybe we'll find out a little bit later. But I don't put anything past Dave Roberts and his pitching staff and the desire to be able to repeat.
Give a ton of credit, too, to that 3rd inning, and honestly maximizing the intentional walks. In fact, the 2 biggest threats were the 3rd and the 8th inning, both innings where there were intentional walks to Shohei Ohtani. And then how about Mookie Betts? I know Buster talked about him, but you guys, to grind, to see the frustration, and for him to be the hero offensively in this game just shows you how much that hard work can pay off.
And because it's Halloween, trick or treat, that was definitely a treat for the Dodgers.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a treat, that game. No question about it. Again, our final score, 3-1 here in Game 6. The Dodgers survive, and we've got ourselves a Game 7. For Jessica Mendoza, Eduardo Perez, Buster Olney, producer Rob Kelly, and our engineer Jack Hicks, I'm John Chomby from Toronto. Now we send it to Jim Basquill in the studio with the postgame show.
All right, Boog, thanks so much. 3 of LA's 4 hits came in that 3-run 3rd inning. They bunched them together, had just enough offense. The Dodgers now 14-7 when facing elimination. It means the 2025 season will come down to 1 game. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the Authority.